Hi guys, Vechs here. And if you're watching this, that means you're the YouTube audience. But this is also a live stream. I am recording a copy of my live stream so that I can upload that higher quality one to YouTube. Last week's ARC stream was just the stream that was uploaded to YouTube. So you saw the exact version as if it was live streamed on Twitch, complete with all the graininess that low bitrate streaming uh, entails. So enjoy this higher quality version of my stream. Cool. We are streaming me working in MCedit, and I'm streaming a day early because reasons. And yeah, I was going to do ARC, but I thought to myself, let's do MCedit just to see how it goes out of sheer curiosity. And also, I think it would be cool to give you guys a look in at what it's like when I work on stuff. So the YouTube audience didn't have to wait as long for all this to load up. It was preloaded. But you can see here the new area that I'm working on. It's called Cyanide Tide Island. The pun is intentional. Cyan wool, cyanide, tide. Yeah. So there's the Valgard right there. There's the East Commons, and then there's Lushwood right here, and then there's the Cyanide Tide Island area here, which I think I actually put too close. I'm starting to wish I had moved it farther out, because if I want to come in here and do a forest or brush, well, look what I just did. I just hit Lushwood now. So, oops. Do I want to move this whole thing right now? Oh, and by the way, YouTube. I was fine today until I went to start streaming, and as soon as I start streaming, I get like a frog in my throat. Praise Keck. And and yeah, I start having to clear my throat and cough. Yeah, have you ever gotten a frog in your throat? How's it go? What's a frog sound like? Frogs like breeze, 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 keck, praise keck. Right? Isn't that the noise frogs make? I think so. Okay, so let's start by correcting a placement mistake, and let's move this whole thing up. So how do you go about doing that? Well, let's get back into detail view, and we got to come in here and I'm basically just gonna grab this whole thing. This is gonna take a hot minute. Just grab it. Grab whole thing. Take whole thing. And we are going to we're actually going to cut it. We're just going to cut it right out. Click. All right, and now we're going to talk for like 15 minutes about a random topic. Excellent. Stormy Laura says, glad to have you here. At YTDH. Yitida says, I think this might be the first or second stream that I have caught. Well, welcome to the stream, Yitida. I would like to know how to pronounce your name. Your name is literally YTDH. Is this the older MCedit? You mean, is it not 2.0? Yeah, this is the last version of MCedit before Code Warrior started to work on 2.0. 2.0 is not ready yet, in my humble opinion, for use. So, but the struggle is real. I hope it's ready soon, and I hope it maintains all the features, because I have been the biggest supporter of MCedit 2.0. I got that high tier reward on Patreon, so an icon of Vechs should be included in like the help section or something of MCedit 2.0. So yeah, that high tier patron slot on MCedit 2.0, I took that. I mean, who else is gonna who else is gonna take that? So yeah. What does that say? Recording undo. Don't record the undo. Just do it. Oh, god damn it. This is one thing I wish I could do, is manually waive the undo on a per operation basis for MCedit. That would be really helpful. So how do we pronounce your name, buddy? Is it Yitida? The full name is Yuri the Dragon Half. But back in the day, Westwood Online would not let me have that, so Yitida has stuck. Yuri the Dragon. Westwood Online? Oh man! Oh, that is a blast from the past. You played Earth and Beyond, didn't you? I do have a question about that. Your name was Yuri the Dragon Half, and you needed 4 letters to represent yourself. Why not just name yourself Yuri? If you don't mind me asking. I hope you don't mind me asking because I've got nothing better to do. This is what working on MCedit is like. Where's my? Oh, you saw part of my bedroom. I moved my green screen. Um, but yeah, uh, I am a professional Twitch streamer. Man, I really can't rotate my chair at all, can I? But this is what working on MCedit is like. There's just progress bars. Like you try to do one thing and then you wait for 20 minutes. CNC Renegades. Oh, I loved CNC Renegades. I thought being in the Command and Conquer universe in a first-person perspective was so cool. That was really cool. Yeah, and I'm not. I decided to not do music just because I figured you guys can listen to your own music. So why, why? Hello at Smilebringer. Hi, Smilebringer. Welcome to the stream. But man, I remember Westwood very fondly, and it's a trope it seems. But as soon as a company gets bought by EA, down they go. Command and Conquer was never the same after EA bought Westwood out. Um, yeah, yeah. I think Command and Conquer. I think Command and Conquer 3 was decent, but they totally. I hated what they did with Red Alert. Like they made Red Alert like super cheesy and not serious, and I kind of they went a little too far with it. And Command and Conquer 4 is just like you don't even. I no, just it's dead. It's dead. Oh God, there we go. All right, cool. So that's done, and then we got. So here's the thing: is that we're not even actually done yet. Is the great thing because there's still this other half of the area to go get. Isn't that great? So no, 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 no. I went too low. Stay in this detail view. Yeah, I'll just let it. I just need to let it load so I can see what I'm doing. Griffin Wings says I got my username from Neopets back in high school. EA did really well with generals. Scorpion tank, ready to sting. Okay. Quad cannon. No one will notice their money is missing. China, do not forget me! MiG going down. Okay. Yeah, generals was pretty memorable. Just because I remember, all the quotes from the units. If it's that memorable, I mean, it can't have been all bad, right? And wouldn't well, that's obnoxious. I've missed a section. Great. All right. Well, we'll get as much of that as we can without poking into lush wood now. Um, let's get closer. Load faster, damn you! But this is why stuff takes so long on MCedit. It's like I literally make one brush stroke, and then I have to wait for 20 minutes. Uh, if there was no loading bar ever, I could make stuff so much faster. Okay, cut. We'll cut that out. And then we gotta wait again. If you weren't streaming, it would be faster. You think? You think so? Let me go look. What is that? Control Shift Escape. Performance. CPU. Detailed. I have 16 threads. I'm just saying. I have the Ryzen 7 1800X. And my CPU usage right now is at 24%. It's because, as far as I know, MCedit is not set up to make use of lots of cores. Oh, thank you! Thank you, Lit. I appreciate you subscribing. Uh, but yeah. As far as I know, MCedit doesn't really use multiple cores very well, and if I was doing like Kingdom Come Deliverance and needing to encode that live, I'm recording and streaming at the same time. So I'm recording two different things, one to be sent to Twitch and one saving on my hard drive. But I think if hi Chip, Chipmunk says hi. I think if I had oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Wolf's Angel. I appreciate the tip. Um, yeah. If I what was I saying? I completely lost track of what I was saying. All right, if I was recording this and streaming Kingdom Come Deliverance, that would be much more complicated to encode. But for this, it's really easy on my CPU to stream this and encode this because for the most part it is a still image. Um, there's very little moving on the screen. So I'd actually reckon that my recorded file, if I if I look at this recording on my hard drive and then compare it to a recording of Kingdom Come Deliverance, and I get the average like number of megabytes per second of video, this is going to be way lower because it's literally for the most part a static image. For the most of the time. Okay, all right. We've got our two sections of Cyanide Tide Island. We need to move it because it's. I need to go into Forester and do some stuff, and I put it too close to Lushwood. And there's Lushwood right there. So basically, I mean, is there any reason not to just go stick it like way up here? Probably right here, maybe. I'm thinking. Yeah, probably like right here. All right. Import. Oh, chunk align first. Duh. Definitely want to chunk align it. And then import it. Do I want to copy the biomes? No, I'll be setting custom biomes later. So that's irrelevant. Import. Oh, bloody hell. It's recording another undo. You don't need to record the undo. Can I if I click cancel, does that stop recording the undo? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I want to do. Derp de derp. Because I don't think I'm going to want to undo this. Have you seen how MCedit gets beaten up in a dark alley and then spit on by 1.13? No, I haven't. Can you elaborate? I mean, it's already pretty beaten up and spit on right now. You will see in my there goes with it. There goes me spitting in my chair again. You saw part of my room. What can you see there if I do this? You see like part of a bed. Okay, whatever. What about this side? Up, up. Oh, there's a window. All right. Oh, because of the ID changes. Christ almighty. Yeah, Super Hostile Online is probably going to stay on 1.12 for a long time. That is going to be a massive pain in the butt to update. I'm betting it's going to break all of my custom spawners. And I'm going to have to go through and redo every custom spawner in all of SHO, which entails finding them. Yeah, that's going to be a challenge just to go find all my spawners that should be in there. All the ones buried in the walls and shit. That's why in a lot of ones I've tried to leave them open to the air. Und now vivat. Hey, why isn't this loading in? Oh, there it goes. Cool. Hurry up. Come on. Do you have background music, Vechs? No, I intentionally have no background music. I figured people could put on their own music. And likewise the YouTube people. Just go play some synthwave. Synthwave is good. Here, let me go make a recommendation. Recommendation, music stuff. Just anything out of my music folder. I don't know, Night Prowl, Synthwave, Chillwave, Retrowave. Here you go. Oh, yes. 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 Yeah, that'll do. Okay. There you go. I'll paste that in chat. Boop. Enjoy. Cool. So there you guys go. Why am I pinged in Discord? Oh, okay, I see. All right. So that's looks like it's about loaded. Now we gotta work this one in. Let's see. So I think this one comes in. Well, obviously, let's chunk align it. I think it's like right there. If it'll load in and let me see. Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Come on back. Gee, what do you think, guys? Where do you think it lines up? Any any guesses? Is it here? You think it's there maybe? Or do you think it's there? I think it's there. That looks pretty good to me. Let's import that. And now we wait. Will you do a revisit to the game Towns that you did a while back? I've actually tried to go back and play it. I'm not sure why, but it seems buggier and glitchier than I remember it being. But the Towns developers pretty much just have abandoned the game, which I'm not really a fan of. They're nice guys, but I don't know what's up with them just dumping Towns. Like, I'm friendly with them. They're nice. They're nice. It's just they just like left the game. It's unfinished, like early access, and it just. Oh, Andrew, thank you for subscribing. Oh, my chair is super comfy. I love my chair. Oh yes, yes. Hey, hey, Lit, Andrew, and Stormy. I have a question for you guys. Would y'all ever want to stream a D&D session? You guys want to be the next Critical Role? Lit says yes. Okay, well, I've got at least Stormy and Lit. I wouldn't be against it. Tears of the Cosmos will rule. All right then. That's a thing that might happen. See, this is I just love playing D&D and I need to stream more and it's like I want to play D&D but I got to stream. Let's just stream me playing D&D. It's ingenious. Oh, I am a smart Vechs. You see? I am very smart. Yes. Smart Vechs, yeah. All right. I think that's good to go. And you might be thinking, surely there will be no more progress bars. Oh, but you are wrong. You are so wrong. All right. Let me give it a quick once over and make sure it's not a bunch of big pile of poo. That's looking pretty good. Do you guys like all this? Look at this shit. I think if I kept using MCedit, like eventually it'd be nothing but pink blocks. These are all future blocks that MCedit doesn't recognize. So I can't really see what I'm working on very well in MCedit a lot of times. Like half the build is just pink blocks, and I just have to do my best. MCedit 2.0 needs to hurry up and be done, and like that would be really nice. Anyway, I haven't tried it in a while though. I should probably grab a build of 2.0 and try it out. Yeah, I think this is lined up all fine. This should be fine. I'll go ahead and save it. Save it, Ishmas. And you thought the progress bars were done. No. Now we wait for it to light the chunks and then save the chunks. Vechs, have you heard of the Acquisitions Incorporated D&D campaign? Oh, it's Jim Dark Magic. 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 Does that answer your question? Did you see the Vechs? Did you see the fifth Tremors movie? And how are you feeling for the sixth? Um. Okay, Tremors 1 was great. Tremors 2 was, I'd say, great. Tremors 3 was the one with the ass blasters. So Tremors 1 was the graboids. Tremors 2 was the shriekers. Tremors 3 was the ass blasters. That one was campy. It was it was kind of eh. Um, I don't know if it wasn't bad, but it was definitely the low point in the series. Tremors 4 was like the prequel with the dirt dragons. Um, that was pretty good. It felt like kind of a back to basics. Moobot just says praise cack. Yes, praise cack. Uh, Tremors 4 is way better than 3. Nuclear Blast. So if you stopped at 3, I would go see 4. There was a fifth Tremors movie? I must have been out of the loop on that. So what's Tremors 5? I guess I haven't seen it. I'll go. Well, I've got a progress bar to look at over here. Let's pop open Tremors 5. Let's Google that. Tremors 5 Bloodlines. Direct to video. Oh no, I'm just. I can't sneeze. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tremors 5 Bloodlines is a. Oh, what was that noise? Amit Shah 325 just subscribed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Was it the sneeze? It was the sneeze, wasn't it? The sneeze convinced you. Ass blasters in South Africa. So I wonder what their budget was. A sixth film is in the works. I'll have to see Tremors 5 and get back to you. A runtime of 99 minutes. Huh. Well, is it worse than Tremors 3? There have been 12 sneezes broadcasted live. Yes, excellent. That is a sneeze counter. Why does my... Oh, no, never mind. I was just looking my... Oh, it's the Twitch. It's that little dark vignette that Twitch does when you mouse over the Twitch window. I was like, why does it look so dark down there? But no, it's not that. It's not that at all. Yeah, I tried to get my mic away from my head. So if I swing my microphone up, it is supposed to mute me. But let's just test it. And I apologize if it makes like a high-pitched squeak noise, like electronic pop or whatever. Hello? Yeah, it doesn't mute. Yeah, the swing up thing doesn't work. It does not mute my microphone. It's supposed to. So I just have to like take my headset off and do that number. Oh my god. Time left 10 minutes. Okay. It's pretty much. I mean, this is not really me working in MCedit. It's just like this is me just chatting. I should just make my face bigger or something. Where's my face? Face cam background. I'll just make this bigger. I don't want my chair to cover up the MCedit bar, so we'll just drag it. I'll let that be as big as it goes. That's the edge of the little toolbar there. Did you hear about the news from Pack Chat? No? Join Super Hostile Online. Arc support map creation and you do. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you guys don't know, at the $7 tier on Patreon, you get access to the Arc server in addition to Super Hostile Online. So I've got an extra game server, and I'd like to open more in the future. So if you have a suggestion, let me know. I was thinking maybe CS:GO. That might be kind of cool. Hi, Keish. Welcome to the stream. MCedit is working with a lot of data, and at the same time, uh, it's I don't believe it's multi-threaded very well at all. So that would be your answer, as far as I can tell. Yeah, yeah, it's lighting chunks. But what you guys see right here, this is why it takes so long to do stuff. Um, at least as far as it goes when I'm making new continents, like new large landmasses. This is why they take so long, just because like you've seen, like all I wanted to do was just move it. Like I just wanted to take it and move it up. That's all I wanted to do, and it's taken this long so far. But yep, yeah, really looking forward to. Does MCedit use the GPU rendering? I'm not sure it does. Renegade X? I don't know what that is. Susie Brown Eyes. Time to run. Bye, Susie. Thanks for stopping by at the stream. Yes, this is the old MCedit. I guess I should give 2.0 another try. The last time I used it, it was more or less unusable for me, for what I was trying to do. Um, yeah, you should play Ark while waiting. Yeah. I know full well that this is probably kind of boring, but that's the point. I wanted to at least get one stream or one video up on YouTube of a work session in MCedit just so people can see what it's like. And like a week might go by and I'm working on something and you might be like, well, why isn't it done yet? And that's why. Like I sit down and I work for like 6 hours on something and it just it just takes that long to make like a few changes. And then like I do some big brush strokes over the terrain and I'm not exaggerating. Like I'll do some brush strokes and then wait for 20 minutes, and then I do some more brush strokes and then I wait for 20 minutes, and that's how it is. Chipmunk says, I'm interested in your thoughts on empty space in game design. Is it better to have big and empty areas with a few interesting dungeons or something, or a small area with a ton of content? Um, I would probably go for the small area with more It kind of depends. It kind of depends on the aesthetic you want to present because like let's take Fallout 4 for example, which is a first-person shooter with some Fallout elements. I do not consider Fallout 4 to be an RPG, uh, or a proper Fallout RPG at least. But you guys have heard my rant about Fallout 4 before, so I'll skip it. But let's take Fallout 4's game world as an example. I felt that the game world was very cluttered. Um, and by that I mean there was just stuff everywhere all the time. And you couldn't, I never felt like I was wandering looking for something because there were points of interest, there's just too many points of interest too often. Um, and it never gave me that sense of like an area with empty space isn't necessarily a bad thing in a game, depending on the aesthetic you're trying to go for. And if you're trying to go for a sense of like exploration and adventure, you do need some areas that just there's nothing there. It's for you to travel over so that you spend some time traveling, and you do feel like you're exploring. Take Breath of the Wild for example. In Breath of the Wild, there's a significant amount of fairly open, fairly boring countryside with no points of interest. Um, and I think Breath of the Wild is a pretty good game. So I suppose it depends on if traveling through or take a lot of the space games like the space trading, space combat and trading games. There's a lot of them. Um, a lot of times you do spend in those games. You're flying on a trade run or something through space, just kind of looking around, not really doing much. Um, and that's part of the experience. And if you were like, and it can be boring, but I don't know. I guess it's like playing a simulator game. Is it meant to be? You have to ask the question: is it meant to be exciting all the time? Is it okay to have some parts of the game that are intentionally not exciting? To help, Half-Life is like that too, actually. If you look at my LP of Half-Life, there are sections of the game that are exciting and full of activity. And then there are intentional sections of the game where not much is going on, and they give you some breathing room. They help set the pace of the game. They give you a little bit of downtime. Um, World of Warcraft did this intentionally with the flight paths in World of Warcraft. They they said the developer said, as far if I remember correctly, that they could have intentionally just teleported you right to your destination instantly. Of course they could have. There's no reason they couldn't have done that. They intentionally made the flight paths what they were to slow down the pace of the game and give the players like a few minutes of like a kind of a break. It was intentional. It was an intentional break to the gameplay to just give the players like a quiet moment almost. Um, and I really liked it, especially when the flight paths flew through the zone and you could look around in safety and just kind of study the zone and be like, oh, there's something over there, and then oh, there's something over there, and then so you could look at it like, oh, the flight paths in WoW are boring and pointless, and why not just teleport the player and get them along their way so they can continue doing stuff? Um, and yeah, fair enough, but I think there's something to be said for like giving the players some break. So as far as empty space, it's not always a bad thing. It can be. I mean, you can make a big boring area with nothing to do. Um, but again, like you could ask in Super Hostile Online, why don't I just teleport you? Why do I have these landmasses to explore? Um, why don't I just have teleporters in town that teleport you right into a dungeon? Why not? Right? Well, because it would ruin some of that sense of exploration. Like when you find a dungeon, that's part of the aha moment of gameplay. It's like you found the dungeon. You didn't push a button and go right to the dungeon. No, no, you found the dungeon. You explored the new landmass. You fought the enemies that randomly might appear and attack you as you explore. Uh, you mapped the area out. You found it, and it's a sense of accomplishment. And if you take the accomplishment that is find the dungeon, that's a goal. Um, find the dungeon as an accomplishment, as a goal, implies that you could fail it. And to fail to find the dungeon implies that there are areas of the game world that are not the dungeon. So, in order to have an accomplishment at all, you need to be able to fail to achieve it. And to fail to achieve it, you need areas of the game world that aren't the objective, which implies that there are areas that are empty, or at least empty of anything that would be a accomplishment or objective. And I think that's very sound logic. And those are my thoughts on that. Yes, catch your breath moments. That map looks pretty beautiful. Now that's loading in more. Is MCedit still being developed? As far as I know, pride and accomplishment. Now, my line of thinking is that SHO is going to have 16 dungeons, and you, the players in SHO, have already noticed that in a lot of dungeons there are hallways that are blocked off. There's rubble that's fallen down, and there appear to be dead ends in dungeons. Those are left there intentionally so that I can come back and add new optional areas to those dungeons. When I finish the 16th wool dungeon in SHO, that is not the stopping point of SHO's development. And I have left myself room, intentionally so, to come back and add stuff. So areas of the wilderness that are empty now may not be empty in the future. So yeah. Okay, so Cyanide Tide Island. Oh, it's finally all loaded in. Hey, how about we have a look at it real quick in Minecraft? Would that be nice? I think that would be nice. So I need to press Control W to close that. Let's fire up Minecraft. And I'll pull this up and then we can switch over to Minecraft. Do you want a name for your Ark server? I think my Ark server is currently named Poopabara. I don't know if that should be the official name for it, though. I might want to change that. Oh, I'm going to spawn in and die. Game mode C. Up. I knew it. Yep, okay. Let's fly north. And, oh, let's switch over to... We got to switch off MCedit and switch over to Minecraft. There we go. All right. Okay, designers, make a pool. So, thump into the wall. Up we go. So this is the players will never see this outside area. But these are the walls of Cyanide Island areas. Up and over. I do wish like MCedit loaded in as fast as Minecraft does. Although I say that and immediately Minecraft stops loading. Excellent. Do you want to load any more, or are you just done? Is that it? Minecraft is just done? Okay. Alright. So I really like the beach here. This mixture of blocks is pretty nice. And there's no vegetation here yet. Obviously, this is a work in progress. But I like the palette so far of the... you ever picked up a teal-colored seashell and looked at it and there's all this like sparkly stuff in it? That's what the rocks around here kind of remind me of. It's like rocks with bits of like sparkly bits in it. Especially this wall over here. I was using a varied noise brush with a lot of randomness, and for whatever reason, this particular wall right here got plastered with the brush randomly rolled up more instances of these colored blocks here, so it's like a feature wall almost of the area. But I think the palette is fairly nice looking. I wish I could see farther than 32 chunks. But this area is quite large. There will be, let's see. Okay, so light gray's already got it done. So cyan's going to be here, purple will be here, and blue. Brown may also be here. There may be 4 dungeons here in this area, or 3 or 4. So it needs to be big enough to house the entrances to these dungeons. And it rains. But yeah, I think it looks pretty cool, even though it's not even fully rendered in. Just that looks kind of nice. But yeah, it'll never fully render in just because it's so goddamn big. But now it's raining. Oh, time, set, day. Bugger off, rain. But I do like the cliffs around here. I like this little loop area. These, weather clear, please. Thank you. But yeah, this terrain, I think it's coming along quite nicely. I do like the palette. And at nighttime, there is plenty of glowstone and sea lantern mixed into the variety blocks here. Like I like the cliffs. I think these look pretty cool. So there's one island. There's another island over there. And this area will probably be a lot better. I need to go back and update the area with the 1.13 coral blocks. That is going to look kick-ass once I get all the water content from 113 in this environment. I think for now it still looks pretty good. Obviously, that underwater vegetation is going to look really good. Also, I think the 113 water is a lot more clear and less murky, which will be nice. How do you get the? Let's kit myself out with. I need an anvil. So it's water breathing. Really? Breathing? Where's the vanishing, mending, lure, fortune breaking, efficiency, silk touch, protection. There's respiration, aqua affinity. I think it's depth strider that I need. But anyway, it's I think that's actually like the only ones I need. Aqua affinity, depth strider, and respiration. I believe these make the water less murky. Oh yes, there we go. Okay, no, it'll be fine in current 112 once you get your proper boots. Oh yeah, that's great. Oh yeah, this is great. Has he streamed Facecam before? I did a test stream and then I did one before it when I was streaming Arc. So yeah. Uh, so a lot of this area is underwater. Um, you'll see these trenches here. You'll see this, so there's these areas of shallows here. But then you come up and like boom, there's this underwater canyon. And I think time set night. I don't have. I've got night vision. Effect Vechs clear. Oh, look at that. So you might want to bring night vision in here, but you can get around still without it. Am I on max bright? Yeah, I am. So I think this is turning out great. Check out these underwater canyons to explore. You see this? So yeah, underwater will be a pretty major part of this area. But by the time players get here, you should be. I mean, all you really need is like what, uncommon boots, and you're good to go, I think. But there's quite a significant amount of water here, and it's quite deep. And it continues even farther. So good luck with that. Ah! Boo hiss. Whee! I read. Okay. Yeah, I think the random glowstone and sea lanterns in this, ah, looks so good. Look at that. And then at nighttime, I love this place at nighttime. Look how pretty that is. So yeah, no vegetation yet, but I'll get some vegetation in here. That'll be my next thing to do. God damn it, rain. Oh well, it looks fine in the rain too. Let's land. But yeah, so that's what this environment looks like so far. It looks really nice in the nighttime with all the lights. I think it's really pretty. Does World Edit still exist? I think so. Magma blocks make bubbles in water that refill your air. Oh, okay, that's really cool. Air holes. Yeah, air holes will be something I add in um, after I've placed the entrances to the dungeons and whatnot, and I figure out where the player needs to go, and then facilitate how that happens, and obviously playtest it and stuff like that. But for now, I'm just working with the terrain, still shaping terrain. Okay, that is an hour in. Um, I think that's good enough for now. I mean, I'm getting hungry, and this is with all the waiting. I don't want to make 2 hours of watching progress bars in MCedit. So I think an hour is fine. You guys get the idea. You've seen how long it takes that stuff to go through. Um, yeah. So I think I'll stop the stream here. Any last minute questions? Go eat. Does the world still exist? Magma blocks. I do like the fact that magma blocks make air bubbles. That is really cool. I like that. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed getting a little inside peek at what MCedit is like for me when I use it, and maybe a bit of an appreciation for how long it takes to do things. This session, all I even did was just like I grabbed the landmass and I moved it north, and that took me like an obnoxious amount of progress bars to get done. Anyway, I'll see you guys next stream. This stream was done a day early because I'll be busy tomorrow when I typically stream. I hope you didn't mind. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, as always, take it easy.